Hey yo, it's your boy Coolerbeats Divine, and we are on the Stress Free Radio Show, as we are each and every weekday from 5 to 7 p.m. on Coolerbeats Radio, Coolerbeats.net. It's been a while too, but we back. And we back with something good as always. And we're gonna talk to our co-host first.
What you trying to
and
say?
who's
I'm
our
not
co-host? Well, of course, a gym for a gym. You know that's why I called you for this one. And we hey, this Millie. What's poppin' with you, man?
What's up? What's up?
Ain't nothing. You this second time back. You're
Act
back.
like I never left. You
You
know.
are Stress Free Radio. No, not even Stress Free Radio Show. You're a Coolerbeats Radio vet.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay. How you been though? How you been?
Tired, working like always.
Yeah, that's what you should do. And you had a birthday recently.
Yes.
So how old are you now?
Nah, I can say I'm 28.
Okay, that's what's popping. Horns. I got my DJ. I would hit the horns for that. All right, 28. 2 years until the big 3-0.
Until the 25.
Okay.
I'm going backwards.
So as I always ask you, are you going to help me interview my special guest?
Of course.
Let's do it. In the building, ladies and gentlemen, who we have here, Shelene Thomas.
What's up?
Otherwise known.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no doubt, of course.
You got the nice little sweet voice.
Shelene Thomas, ladies and gentlemen, is known as the Oochie Wally voice, the Oochie Wally girl, the hook. Oochie Wally Wally. Come on, Millie. Oochie bang bang.
Oochie Wally Wally. You really.
Oh.
How about that? Turn me out.
You know what's crazy? And somebody had like a whole thing on Facebook the other day, like, what's your favorite Nas song? I was like, Oochie Wally.
Yeah. That's how it be. Where you at?
Bronx, South Bronx.
Okay, BX in the building.
Home of hip hop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I used to be in
They
the
hot right now too.
Yeah.
They're very hot right now.
Cardi.
But it started with you. Didn't it? It started with you. Nah, it didn't. It didn't. But we're going to say that right now. No, it started with Shelene.
Started with you.
Cardi's hot, boy.
Yeah, I want to know what's the 6 degrees of separation between you and Nas and the Bravehearts?
Well, I was in a studio in Long Island.
Right.
I was working with Marky Mark from the Fat Boys.
Right. Marky D.
Marky D. Marky Mark. Marky
Shout
Boy, that's the actor.
Yeah, I know. It's easy.
Okay, Marky D. Sorry. Prince Marky D.
Right.
Shout out. And he got a call. He was like, somebody called him. They're like, yeah, we're in the studio doing something with Nas, whatever. And, we wish we had a singer here. We got a hook we need to do. And then Marky D was like, I got somebody right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
so
then,
you were his artist?
No, I wasn't his artist. We were just working on songs together.
Okay.
And, and so he was like, I got somebody here right now. And so we went there. At that time, I had my hair, natural up in a bun.
Right.
And Nas looked at me. He was like, "You know what you about to do?" And I was like, "Yeah, just don't judge a book by its cover." I didn't know what I was about to do, but I was like, "Don't judge a book by its cover," because I look so natural, like Lauryn Hill-ish, whatever.
Yeah.
So I did it, and I wrote
great.
the last line of that hook too.
Really?
They had the hook already, but I wrote the last
What's
line.
that last line again?
I really love his thug and gangster style.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You wasn't uncomfortable saying all that? I heard the dirty version.
I wasn't uncomfortable doing it because I'm a performer or whatever, I'm an artist. But after the fact, like, I wouldn't want to perform it, you know.
Right.
I mean, we don't be scared to perform it in the club.
Yeah.
But I would have though. But then after I saw the video, I was like, oh no, like,
You would have did it.
No.
Oh, you wouldn't have did it. Oh, okay.
It's very raunchy.
Do you regret doing it?
Not at all.
Okay.
I love doing it. I love Nas and yeah.
I kind of put you in the category with the female that sang the hook on Akinelli's record.
Okay.
You know which one?
No. Oh my goodness.
What? No?
I met her.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Is that a good thing or bad?
No, not a bad thing at all. She was a nice girl.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know what you mean by you put me where?
No, in a category like you just remind that it's I never heard of you.
Does she have a background?
I'm like wondering why you stayed so low all this time. Same with her. Like, is it because of what it was? Like you said, you didn't want to go out and perform that. You didn't want to do that video.
Well,
Did you
we
try to
haven't
detach
really
yourself from it?
We haven't really gotten into my musical really career. That's just
Uh-huh.
one song.
Okay. Let's
And-
get to
Oh,
it.
yeah, let's get to that.
Let's get to it.
That is one song that was pretty poppin', but I did work with Celine Dion,
Oh.
Whitney Houston
Right.
on her Christmas album.
Prior to that? Prior to Oochie Wally?
Was that after or prior? It could have, I can't really, I think it was a little after.
Okay.
It was a little after.
Okay.
And also I worked with Music Soul Child,
I love him.
Santana on a song with those guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
Santana, Carlos Santana.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I also did The Flyest, another Nas song, The
Right.
Flyest.
Okay.
Yeah, I know the flies. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I don't know if you heard A Hustler's Wifey. It's like a remix.
By who? AZ or somebody?
Yeah,
AZ?
that's me on that too.
Oh, wow.
AZ and Nas is on there. So,
Okay.
that's a lot of stuff.
That's what's up. No, that is.
But the reason why I'm not out there how I should be, that's a whole nother story. But we want to probably talk about the music first before we get into
Let's
that.
do it. Let's do it. Okay, you seem to have this under
She got her
control.
chronological order.
I have my little order. Let me see if mine goes with yours. I asked you how you knew Nas and the Bravehearts, and then I wanted you to describe that night in the studio session, but don't do it yet. Tell us about what made Shelene an artist, and when did she start? Why did she start? Where did she start?
Wow. Well, I come from the Bronx, and music made me feel better.
Okay.
Music was my escape.
Right.
So whenever I could sing or write or whatever, I would do it. And I was about 8 years old when I realized I could sing.
Wow.
Okay.
And
You was doing like the choir thing? Or?
No, I was on a toilet.
You said you want to tell us?
Yeah. And I was just like, and I was like, that's how I'm supposed to sound. Because before that I was like, I was like, and I just like faked it. And I was like, wait a minute.
That didn't sound too
I'm
shabby.
supposed to sing like that.
Right.
I was 8 years old. But, yeah. I was in Far Rockaway, and there was this guy who used to ask me all the time to come to the studio in Long Island called HCNF.
Mm-hmm.
He was a hip-hop guy, but this studio was reggae.
Okay.
So when he brought me there, it took me about 6 months to say okay.
Mm-hmm.
And when he brought me there, I recorded a song, and then like the next week it was out. It was reggae, and it was out. I was like, okay, so I kept recording another song, it would be out. Record another song, it's out.
Like in the mainstream, on the radio.
On the radio.
Really?
Yes, there was like David Levy, remember him?
Yeah, I remember. You saw
People
him.
like that, and so they would just be playing. One night they was playing a medley of me. I'm like, I feel like I'm dead. Like, what's going on? They was playing this medley,
Wow.
and so yeah. And then I did a club song. I can't remember the name of it right now. That's one of the things I didn't write down in here. The name of the club song. I performed it at like this someplace in Jersey, and all these Italian people knew it and everything.
Right.
And it played on Z100.
Okay.
I remember one time
Markella's
calling
on it right now. Shouts to Markella in the corner. That's your daughter / manager for right now, right? It's crazy. But
And it
she's
was
on
on the
this. We're
Billboard
gonna find out the name of that record. Go ahead.
It also was in the Billboards and the top 100.
Okay.
So, so I've been trying to do my thing, but I'm a very reclusive person. I grew up really jacked up.
Okay. You want to tell us about that? Or
Why not?
let's
Because this
go.
is a show, and why not be honest and be out there?
So jacked up meaning poor,
Poor,
or something
abuse,
more darker than that?
poor, abuse, mental, physical, all kind of crap. My mother was like a hippie. She did drugs.
Not to laugh at. I'm not laughing. Well, you said hippie.
Yeah, she was like a hippie. She did drugs, and she joined this Hare Krishna thing. I don't know if you heard of the Hare Krishnas, but we joined that, and she was abusive all throughout that, but she was very abusive, yeah. The drugs did it to her, I guess. I don't know where else to go from here.
No, well, that's a definitely good start. So how did you maintain through that?
Like, do you feel like music saved you?
Yeah.
Is that how you
That's what
took
I
it?
would do. I would sing and I would feel escape. And then in that religion that she had us in,
Which is what?
The Hare Krishna thing.
Oh, okay, okay.
I found music in there too. I would listen to the people play this drum, the Indian drum called the mridanga. And then when they would leave, I would play and practice. And after a while, they thought I was one of the dudes because I would practice their style. And so that's what I love drums now. That's my thing.
How did you end up doing your first demo album EP? And
Okay, when I was about 16 and I knew I loved singing, I did a couple of contests in school, whatever, and I won. But every time I would sing, I would leave, be out. I didn't want to hear anybody's compliments, nothing. I just go be by myself. That's just because of my life, the way I grew up.
You were just like a loner?
Yeah, very reclusive, very much a loner.
So did you feel like you didn't deserve the compliments?
No, I would just be very nervous. I would get, my nerves would push me out there to sing, but then I would hear those claps and everything, and I would just leave. And so I never got my awards or nothing from winning anything. I would just leave. But from that, somebody asked me to help some kids, or there was like a center, remember those after school centers back in the day? And so I helped some kids sing, and then this one guy used to look in the mirror all the time, do like this, in the gym, and I loved the acoustics, so I would sing in there after I taught the kids, and he just like this. And then one day, he was like, I got a studio, blah, blah, blah. I went there, it was a song I wrote, and I was doing backgrounds, and he was like, when you double your backgrounds, don't listen to your backgrounds, double it without listening to the other one. So that's how I do it now, and I work quicker because time is money. And then it was the Freeport studio, from Far Rockaway to Freeport studio, where I got on the radio, and then from there I got a write-up in a book, Guide to Reggae.
So you're a popular dancehall artist. I'm sorry to cut you. You're a popular dancehall artist.
I wouldn't say dancehall. They try to keep me from dancehall so bad.
Like real reggae.
Yeah.
They push me away. Anytime a DJ came in, they was like, you go this way. We don't want you over there with the DJ. Get away from that.
Who did this?
This Philip Smart was a guy who, they did not want me raunchy. They wanted me to be more classy. But I really wanted to be with the DJs. Oh my God.
And you were like how old?
I was 19. My first time in the studio, she was with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had, wait a minute.
You remember that?
That's not true.
No.
She's like, of course
I'm so
not.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I was 21 when I had her in the studios. That's right. And that was the first time I heard myself on the radio, was when you were first born.
Wow. Like the real memory. That was a good year for you, I bet.
Yeah.
That was cool, but then I was like, who do I call to tell? And there was nobody. There was nobody to call, because
But now you have her.
Yeah.
To call all the time. That's cute.